1957, several cities were vying to host the 1964 Olympics, and candidates had been eliminated to the point where the only two left were Singapore and Nevers, France. The French venue had an obvious advantage for the games, but the Singaporeans were eager to host the games in their country, so they developed a snowmaking machine. Well, because of the technical glitches, the machine produced snow only part of the time. The rest of the time, it produced steam, and you can't ski on steam. So they made a last-ditch effort to perfect this machine, knowing the deadline for the decision for the committee was right on the, brink. So to bring moral support and entertainment to the workers, they brought in Elvis Presley, who mounted the stage and said, "Well, today's the day your machine must produce snow. It belches out steam, the games go to France, so this is it. It's now or never. Hold me tight."
Nice.
During its heyday, the Wells Fargo Company employed a number of specialized stagecoaches, such as one with a church for Sunday operation. One of the more popular models featured a dark room on board, so passengers who took pictures could have them processed en route, and then the prints would be delivered to their destination. One day, a stagecoach equipped with a dark room was headed for Wichita, and passing through a small town, it got intercepted by the local marshal. And the marshal said, "Halt, in the name of the law." "What's the problem?" the stagecoach driver asked him. "Gotta know that the operation of mobile dark rooms is illegal in case," the marshal says. At this point, two psychologists on horseback arrived on the scene, and one of them said, "I suppose what we have here is a classic case of the Oedipus complex." And the other one said, "Oh, no, it's much simpler than that. It's just an arrested stage of development." Oh, Catboy, you got it. Thank you, buddy.
Okay, come on, cute.
All right, a farmer who lived in ancient Rome, he's working in the fields one day, and he comes across a giant strawberry. It's about a foot wide, 18 inches tall. He thought it would be a novelty. Everybody wanted to see it, so he took it home, washed it, and put it in the display case, and advertised the strawberry all over to see this huge, giant strawberry exhibit. Charged admission, but he failed to report his earnings to the tax authorities. Came to his farm to confiscate it. When they arrived at his store, he said, "I suppose y'all came all this way to admire this exhibit, huh?" They said, "Nope, come to seize your berry, not to praise it." I knew Tindy would like that one. Come to praise Caesar. All right. Why did Mozart kill all his chickens?
Why?
Because when he asked him who's the best composer, all they say is "Bach, Bach, Bach."
Jealousy, professional jealousy.
You know what you call a fake noodle? An impasta.
Impasta.
It's another Fiddler joke, yeah. You know what Snow White said when she came out of the photo booth? "Someday my prince will come." Yeah, a friend of mine died recently after drinking a gallon of varnish. It was a horrible end, but a lovely finish. I'm really starting to hate these stupid little wooden Russian dolls. They're so full of themselves.
Yeah,
Do you know that diarrhea is hereditary? Yeah, it runs in your genes. Two bananas are lying on a riverbank when a turd goes floating by, and the turd yells over, "Hey guys, come on in, the water feels great." Banana turns to the other and says, "Do you believe that shit?" You know what Cinderella did when she got to the ball? She gagged. Oh, God. You know, when I was a kid, I remember lying with my eyes closed waiting for Santa Claus to come. And then there was a real awkward silence when he got dressed and left.
Did you get what you wanted?
Somebody asked me how I view lesbian relationships, and I guess in HD wasn't the answer.
As often as possible. Yeah.
Yeah, what's the difference between a midget circus and a girls' track team?
No.
A midget circus is filled with cunning runs.
No.
Who does Albert Einstein masturbate with?
I don't know.
A stroke of genius. I saw 3 men are shipwrecked, and eventually they reach this tropical island, and they're promptly captured by natives on the island who are bring them before the chief, and he commanded them to go to the forest and bring back 10 pieces of fruit apiece. Didn't matter what they got, 10 pieces. All had to be the same kind. Eventually, 2 men came back, and one brought apples and one brought grapes. And the chief says, "Now you must shove 10 pieces of fruit up ass without changing expression." First man brought the apples, managed to push 2 up his arse, but he winced trying the third, and promptly they killed him. The second man with the grapes managed to reach the 9th grape before bursting out laughing. Just like his friend, he got killed. Up in heaven, the first man said, "God damn, you were so close. Why'd you laugh?" And the second man said, "I saw the other guy coming back with pineapples." Oh my God.
Yeah, I'll be joining you soon up there.
3 men, they got shipwrecked, and eventually they reached a tropical island, and they were promptly captured by the natives of the island who brought them before the chief. Oh wait, I just did that one. What the hell am I doing? The college teacher reminded her class of the final exam the next day. She goes, "Now class, I won't tolerate any excuses for you not being here tomorrow. I might consider a nuclear attack or a serious personal injury, illness, or a death in your immediate family, but that's it. No other excuses whatsoever." Smart-ass kid in the back raised his hand. He goes, "What would you say if tomorrow said I'm suffering from sexual exhaustion?" This laughing and snickering. Silence came back. She smiled, shook her head, and said, "Well, I guess you'll have to."
Oh, why not? I missed the punchline. Could you repeat that, please?
Yeah, please do the punchline over, yeah.
"Well, I guess you'll have to write the exam with your other hand."
Oh, God.
Days pass, then weeks pass, then months pass, then years pass with no human contact. He starts craving the urge to, he's got sex on his mind. He looks around and he just sees this goat, and he comes up with the idea to have sex with the goat. So he positions her right, he's ready for some action, but just as he's about to pull his pants down, he sees the dog just staring at him. So uncomfortable. Decides to try again the next day. Next day comes, he guides the goat to a hillside where he'd like to do the deed. And just as he's about to pull his pants down, out of nowhere, here comes the dog staring at him again. It's up. Well, a few days go by and he sees a boat sinking offshore, and he hears this woman screaming for help. So he swims out and rescues her, and she's so grateful. Thanks him. She goes, "Can I do anything to repay you?" He goes, "Anything?" She goes, "Yeah, anything." He says, "Well, can you take this dog for a walk?" And 5 for the night, boys and girls.
Why not, everyone? Why